Hi guys, and welcome back to my Coco Chanel. So today we're going to be taking you through the most extensive, best intense, scientific based ab workout you'll ever see on YouTube, aren't we?
Yeah.
Indeed, but first we're going to go and grab my favourite morning kickstart, which is going to be a Costa or Starbucks coffee, decaf and a blue Monster. Now, I'm also going to take the camera through to the coffee shop, but I think Starbucks usually look at you like a bit of a weirdo when you're filming them doing coffee, and probably rightly so, because they probably look at me walking in with a camera and think he's either a really weird stalker or he's got a really bad coffee fetish. So we're going to go and grab a coffee, and then I'll walk you through why I start in the morning like this, and then we'll jump into the ab routine. And we're back. So we've got a decaf Americano with hot soy milk, am I correct?
Yes.
And we've got a black Monster, which is obviously caffeinated, zero sugar, and very low calories. But the reason why I go for both is basically because I really like the taste of coffee, but I like to get I like the taste of Monster as well. So I kind of get my caffeine from the Monster, no caffeine from the decaf. I suppose it's kind of like when you go out for a meal and you want to have a beer and a bottle of wine. So you get a glass of wine and a no alcoholic beer. Yeah, but that's kind of how I look at it, and that starts my morning routine. That's where I get my caffeine from first thing in the morning. But would you hold my coffee, my love? Because I'm just going to transition into the gym. You can call me the new Doctor Who if you want. So we're now going to jump into the ab session, and I will see you in the gym. 3, 2, 1. And we're back. And this is one of the main reasons that I've got to train ab, because look at these.
Boom.
About 7 of those, 8, 9, 10 of those there. So yeah, we're going to quickly run through some of the core functions of the abs and one of the ab workouts that we do once a week.
Yeah.
Once a week. So I'm going to pass this over to my lovely assistant. Thank you very much, Lucy D. So we're going to go through the basic functions of the abs, some exercises. Again, we don't do them too frequently, really, do we?
No, not really.
But again, we just finished a push workout, so we'll usually do this kind of 8-minute workout at the end of a workout. So we don't usually look this pumped, it's just because we've done a bit of a bro session today, haven't we?
Yeah, I did a bro session.
Been smashing some chest, shoulders and triceps.
But it was push, that means it was push.
We're going to finish off with this ab workout. So, without further ado, we're going to run through the core of the abs. So first, we have to get rid of the shirt. There we go. So I'm a little bit pumped today because we had some pick and mix at the weekend, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we got a bit of a sugar pump. So what we're going to do is we're going to run through the functions of the abs. So my assistant's going to pass me my lovely pack of pens, because I'm going to draw some of these on just to make it a bit easy for you, so you see where some of the ab muscles lie and how they work for certain exercises. So we're going to start with, what should we start with? Green? Yeah. Start with a green pen. And the green is going to be our external obliques, which kind of run down this way. So external obliques are going to run down all the way down here. And these are the muscles that are kind of going to help with external rotation. They're going to help twist the trunk, and they're going to help you bend from side to side. So sometimes when you're doing those side raises. Then we have got another colour. What are we going for?
Red.
Red, I won't say that for transverse. Let's go for blue, black, black. So then we've got the internal obliques, which usually run upwards, and they run, sorry, the internal obliques run upwards underneath the external obliques, and they run kind of from the third rib cage down. And again, there are used for functions such as twisting the torso, again, and the side bending of the torso as well, and control the way the movement of the spine. So again, that's all your obliques down the side. Then we have got the main portion, the rectus abdominis, which is, I need a black pen for this. No, I'm not, just use a black pen. I'm going to use a blue pen. Yeah. So the rectus abdominis is the sheet of muscle tissue that runs down the middle of the abs, and this is kind of what most people will refer to as a six-pack, or what gets you that six-pack kind of look. And they run vertically down, all the way down from your pubis, remember that one, kind of your pelvis area, and all the way up to the top. So your rectus is all this middle bit down here, it's kind of the six-pack area that runs down there. We're going to talk about how the best way to work though. They're the muscles that are really dominant for Lucy Davis. Fortunately, we're not always blessed his hair. And then lastly, we've got the abs that you can't see, and this is the transverse abs. So these are the big, thick, deep red muscle tissues that sit underneath, and they run horizontally, so they'll kind of run right across there. So remember, red is the transverse, and you can't see though because they're so deep, and they are kind of responsible for helping the spine so it doesn't move your pelvis, helps expire your breathing, and it's really important for in your compound movements like your squat, like your deadlift, that to be strong. Now there's a lot of information out there that people talk about, you don't need to train abs. Well, could be just doing compound movements. The thing is, compound movements don't activate the abs enough to be able to strengthen them. So although me and Lucy don't do a lot of work to kind of bring the abs out so they're more visible, because you just need to lower your body fat for that. We all know we're not going to go into nutrition today. But you do need to do some ab work to strengthen those different areas. So green, we've got the external obliques. Black, we've got the internal obliques. Blue line is our rectus abdominis, so the main six-pack, and the red lines, I'll draw on again, we've got the transverse abs, and we're going to go through an exercise for each one of the abs now. First exercise we're going to do, nice and easy, one that everyone's heard of, is going to be crunches, and this is for spinal flexion. So this is going to work a six-pack abs down the middle. It's our main area that most people want to get, which is the rectus abdominis. So what we're going to do is, in this circuit, it's going to be an ab circuit. We're going to do 4 exercises, each portion of the ab. It's going to be 30 seconds of each one, and then taking a minute's rest. So we're first going to start with 30 seconds of crunches. Right behind the head and cranking the neck. It's going to put a lot of pressure on the neck. Hands by the side, in front of you, wherever you want to go. And it's only a really small movement, because what you're trying to do is breathe all air out and just crunch those abs. So that's exercise 1 for 30 seconds. Exercise number 2 for another 30 seconds is going to be working the external obliques. So we're going to be doing some twists or Russian twists. Again, you can use a ball or weight if you want to use a weight. I'm just going to use body weight, and again we're going for these for 30 seconds. Also going to work the internal and external obliques a little bit, so that'll help bring all the side abs in. Third exercise for the next 30 seconds is going to be extension movements. This is going to work the external and internal obliques a little bit again, but it's also going to work on your lower back and your spine, and it's going to be more like an isolation movement. So the best way to do this is, because I sometimes even struggle with these, so if you're a bit of a beginner, try starting with one leg first before you put the arm out. So a normal Superman might be waving like this, and you see some people flying around. The best way to do it, breathe all the air out, brace the core, and what you want to do is push that leg back first, drive the heel backwards, feel it on the glute and hamstring, nice tight core, and then bring the arm up, hold for 3 seconds, back down. To make it, we were about to make it, we were about to make it, to make it, to make it. I just want to do that again for that 30 seconds, that circuit, just to work all the obliques and that lower back. Finally, we're going to finish off with the 4th exercise of the circuit for the last 30 seconds. We're going to be working the transverse abs, which is that really strong position that's going to help you through your compound movements that we can't see. The best way to work this is through stability. So we're going to be going through a plank movement, because that's the best way just to really embrace the core like you would in a compound movement. So all we're going to do is, everyone knows to do a plank, keep that, don't keep the bum too high, don't want to dip in, but nice and straight, keep it there, breathe out, 30 seconds. Set your phone to a minute time and take a minute's rest after circuit. So the full circuit takes 2 minutes once you've done all 4 exercises, so it's pretty much an 8-minute ab workout, and you can do it wherever you want. You can do it at home, you can do it in the gym. and it'll really help work all the different portions of the ab. Of course, if you want to be able to see the abs, then you need to be keeping consistent with the nutrition, and you need to be keeping consistent doing the workout as well. So I would say we usually do this like once a week.
Yeah.
Once a week, put on the end of the workout, start the workout, it's up to you. Also, subtle plug, if you're stuck for any other core movements or any HIIT workouts, or you're not quite sure what you're doing with your diet, then I'll drop below. Sign up to the MyCrit School, the link will be in my description box as well. If you found this video informative and it helped, then give it a massive thumbs up and a like. I know you hate me doing both of them.
Same thing.
And if you are new to my channel, then please subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.